I am director of Ingenuity here, but my overhead, which is Foreman School, runs a summer 4-week program. It's a boarding and day program. It's a major boost for students with ADHD and language-based learning differences, dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyscalculia, or those students that have dual diagnoses. Under the guidance of faculty and staff, many of which who are former Foreman students themselves in the 70s and 80s, they not only discover their unique learning style, but they developed effective and tactical classroom and study strategies and build confidence in those abilities. They also do a ton of different recreational activities, from horseback riding to ropes courses to weekend theme park trips. So here's just a few program details. Priority application deadline has already passed. That's March 1st, 2024. However, the next deadline is coming up at the end of April. Dates for this are July 1st to July 26th of 2024. It's in Litchfield, Connecticut. It's about an hour and 15 minutes west of Hartford. If you like Gilmore Girls, that's exactly what the town looks like. Our group ranges between 50 and 75 students. The age range is rising 7th graders through rising 11th graders. Price is $10.11 for boarding, and we do get quite a few day students, and the price for that is $8,250. The accommodations are you stay at the dormitories on campus, and the dining hall meals are better than anywhere you will eat in a Michelin star restaurant. I'm not kidding. So that to me is worth the money you spend. Here are the course offerings that you get to choose from. Anything from reading principles to critical reading skills. We have a huge push on metacognitive strategies and executive functioning. These are 3 different options that students get to choose from to work on their EF skills in a variety of different environments, both secondary and post-secondary, and math comprehension skills if needed, and then writing 1 and 2. And those are really, you don't take all of those, but those are what the students get to choose from. And this is a daily schedule, Monday through Friday. It starts off with breakfast in the dining hall. They attend classes from 8:40 to 12, then lunch, assembly, afternoon activities, free time. And the afternoon activities are where you get to do those different horseback riding, different activities. And each week you can change those. And they do everything up until 9:30. They do games on the green, movie nights, different things like that. And then on the weekends, they do a variety of different activities as well. And then lights out at 10. That is how we run our program in Ingenuity as well, because creating structure is really important. As I mentioned, weekends are free on and off campus activities, from sports, arts, and team building. They do Saturday expeditions where students enjoy the beautiful of Northwest Connecticut, which is absolutely gorgeous. They go to aquariums, lakes, theme parks. On Sundays, students have the option of trips to movies, shopping, or neighborhood homemade ice cream shops. We have quite a few of those in Litchfield. So this program is really amazing, especially for students that really want to work on those skills before going into their next school year. And it's also a really beautiful way for students to experience some time away from home in a setting that's structured but still allows them that independence. And then this is moving into Ingenuity Year. This is where I work. So I'm representing both programs, but I'm the director of Ingenuity Year. We were started over COVID, and we ran our first successful program in 2021. Here is our social media video that I'll show you just to give an idea.
Erin, make sure that you click share sound. We can't really hear the sound.
Apparently, couldn't hear the sound. I apologize for that. But you get the gist of it. So what is Ingenuity Year? We take learning differences and put it into real world experiential education settings, because to me, that is the best way for students to learn. I'm Dr. Erin Garcia. I'm the director, and this is Dr. Beth Warsoff. She operates as an executive functioning coach in all of our different programs. I'm here to just talk about our summer mini GAP program, but she operates also in our Maine and Dominican Republic programs that we run in the fall and spring. All of our students, we put them into a environmental playground where we do different organizational partnerships. In our Asheville program, our students not only partner with different college campus departments to learn how to function with their learning difference on a college campus, but they do self-designed group leadership projects. They eat in the dining hall. They live in an eco dorm. We also have a ton of different reflective opportunities that are offered daily, weekly, and then we do what we call a teachable moment. And then we look at who are you as a person, passions, real life exploration, and meditation and mindfulness. And then we look at who are you as a learner, understanding diagnosis, assistive technology, and EF coaching. Our program foundation, student-centered design, EF coaching, and assistive technologies, and then independence and self-reflection as mentioned. Students are the driver of their own learning, and we have individualized coaching each week based on past testing and current testing that the students do when they come into our program. It's a really beautiful way to get a really summative assessment. And then we also do self-design reintegration planning with the students and do weekly, monthly check-ins post gap year. This is the program that I'm talking about. I apologize. I'm kind of trying to get through this real quick. Here are a few program details. Our priority application deadline is April 15th, final being May 15th. We're almost filled up, so act quickly. They stay at Warren Wilson. Price is $9.5. They live in an eco dorm. Most of the time they eat in the dining hall, but occasionally we'll go into town and they make their own breakfast. They do self-design group leadership projects, live in a eco dorm with a roommate from our program. They do activities, learning how the function of a college campus, the resources, as well as how to manage their learning difference on a college campus. This is our home base, Warren Wilson. Here are the different activities we also partake in each week: mountain biking in Brevard, whitewater rafting in Mars Hill, tubing on the French Bar River in Asheville, hiking on the Blue Ridge Parkway. And thank you so much for your time. You can go here to book an appointment that links directly with my calendar, as well as register for one of our weekly info sessions at that link as well. And if you have any questions, please feel free to shoot them in the chat. This is a really beautiful, and by the way, our profile for students is ages 17 to 21. They have to be a high school graduate. So that is all I got.
Thanks
It's a
so
lot.
much. Yes. And again, is that your dog?
Yeah, that's my dog Beans.
That's that's right.
Good boy.
I absolutely love it. Wow, those pictures were spectacular.
Yeah,
Thank you so much
thank you.
for
Appreciate it.
sharing it, and what a great opportunity for students. So guys, please take advantage. Dr. Garcia is going to be here with us. So if you have a question, please add it to the Q&A. And I did put the reader response form into the chat, so you can click that link. But again, if you have a question, I can pretty much guarantee you that somebody else has the same question. And I love that you mentioned the food, because I have 2 teenagers. I get it. Food's important.
I
So
get emails. I work remotely, but I get emails from the
oh, yeah.
dining staff about the lunches and dinners each day. And I respond every time being like, I can't eat that, but it sounds amazing. Their food it is no joke, amazing.
Love
It's worth purchasing.
it.
But
Love
thank you
it.
so much, Reagan. I
Oh,
appreciate it.
absolutely. Absolutely. Fantastic. Well, we're going to go ahead. We're going to move along. Coming up next, we have Natalie Dannon. Natalie is with the VICI Language Academy. Natalie, thanks so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Really excited to learn more about your opportunities for students this summer. So I am going to turn the floor straight over to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. So my name is Natalie Dannon. I am the director of the VICI Academy, and I am live with you tonight from the UK. VICI has offices in the UK, in France, and more recently, just last year, in the United States, in South Florida, and we have been operating for 22 years. So I'm here tonight to talk to you about the Starline program, an educational summer program for high schoolers in Europe with a fairly strong emphasis on personal development. So what I would like to do is share my screen and share a video with you that I hope will be very comprehensive and tell you more about the Starline.
Natalie, we're not seeing your screen.
Pardon?
We're not seeing your video.
Oh. Okay. Right. Sorry about this.
Oh, that's totally fine.
Can you see it now?
I can see your screen. Yep.
Okay, so there it is. Oh dear, it's here. Can you see it now?
We can.
All good?
Yeah.
Great. Sorry about this.
Okay, now you need to share your sound. The sound is not.
Doing very well. I'm not sure why you can't. Right, I'm really sorry about this sound. Right. So is it okay now?
Hello, I'm
Got
Natalie,
it.
the founder of the VT Language Academy. I have been in this industry for 21 years, and in that time, Vici has welcomed thousands of students from around the world, whether they came because they wanted to improve their language skills or as part of an international educational program. I'm also a mum of 2 bilingual and well-traveled children, and I really wanted to give other teenagers and young adults of their age the same immersive and safe experience. Our main objective with the Starline program is to truly set your children up, both personally and professionally, for future endeavors. They'll spend 30 days discovering some of the most beautiful places in Europe with a focus on cultural awareness, personal development, language and communication, and career paths. So the Starline program is when travel, education, and life skills converge through an immersive experience. It is therefore students a wealth of knowledge, rich in 11 foreign languages, cultural exchanges, and over 100 years of international experience combined. Throughout the European journey, we will guide your children through a personal development program so they can gain a real insight into themselves, develop their mindset, widen their network, so they can start out in life with great confidence. We want these young people to explore new and greater opportunities and truly value their potential whilst discovering no less than 5 different European countries and having a wonderful time doing so. I am proud of our achievements, just as I know your children will be proud of theirs when they complete their summer program. We organised monthly informal sessions for parents and students keen to find out more about the Starline. So please fill out the form on our website and register. And I very much look forward to personally answering any of your questions.
Okay. Okay. So thank you and apologies for the technical issue. So this is our brochure, which you can most certainly download from our website. In a nutshell, the Starline program is a summer program that will enhance your children's education through a cultural experience that combine travel and personal development. You will also see on our website that it is a 6-month program all in all. Whilst it's not compulsory, children are invited to join some of our modules before they come to the program so they can be fully prepared, but also after, because we want to help them unravel all that they've discovered about themselves through the program. And therefore, we do some meetups a few months after the program. I just quickly want to show you the 5 different countries where they'll stay. They will stay primarily in England and France, but they also have the opportunity to go to Italy, Germany, and Switzerland. So please do and go and have a look on our website. We've got blogs, we've got a new podcast as well, and plenty of information about the application. The last thing I'd like to mention is that this is a very exclusive program, and we only welcome 25 students in our cohort. And at present, we have, I believe, 8 or 9 spaces left. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Natalie. I appreciate it. And those opportunities look amazing. Wow. So students, again, if you are here, parents, if you are here and you want to know some specifics, please reach out, ask a question in the Q&A. And thanks so much for being here from the UK. I know it's late over there, so
It's a little late, but it's okay.
yeah, we appreciate it. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate
Thank you
it.
very much.
Yes. Well, fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and move on. Our next presenter is with the program Where There Be Dragons. Samantha Lansdom is here with us, and she is going to tell us all about the programs and the opportunities for students with Where There Be Dragons. Samantha, thanks for being here. I'm going to give the floor over to you.
Of course, thanks for having me. I am going to share my screen. I'll start with a bit of an introduction, and then I am going to share. And then, of course, if you have any questions, you can let us know in the chat. So we are Where There Be Dragons, and we offer really unparalleled immersive travel. We have programs in Asia, Latin and South America, Africa, and North America. We have been in the industry for over 30 years, and our programs are really designed for high school students or students in college. And these fall into two sects. So we have 2 4- and 6-week summer programs. Those start at the end of June. And then we have 3-month gap semesters that work like college semesters. So a fall and a spring. Those are 3 months long. You can get a full 16 credits. So it's like a full semester abroad, or students do it as a gap year. And our summer programs are designed for high school students. College age students can join them as well. So it goes 15 to 22. A bit about what we do. We really offer students unparalleled immersion into countries. So we believe that we are travelers, not tourists. We provide students with these unfiltered experiences that are meaningful and genuine. And we really engage in responsible, slow travel everywhere that we go. People ask who the typical Dragon student is. We say it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, and their experiences that you've had. Dragon students have this underlying value of like, there's more out there for them. They want to see the world. They have this desire to do good. And really just this underlying curiosity and kindness that drives them in all that they do. We know a Dragon student when we see one. This is everywhere that we go on both summer and gap programs. We still have some spaces left for this summer. It's almost full, but we have some space left on Peru, Nepal, Indonesia, and Thailand. And Senegal. So if any of those stick out to you, feel free to shoot me an email. Just about 1 or 2 spaces left on all those, which is awesome. These are our travel components. So this is kind of what students will be doing on a day-to-day basis. Rugged travel, we travel only the way that locals do. So we'll never be on a tour bus or, going sightseeing. We take local tuk-tuks and ferries. We engage in homestays everywhere that we go, in communities that are really a part of our Dragons family and network. They're, relatives of our past instructors or people who have come to us that wanted to host, and we engage in really beautiful reciprocal relationships with them. Language study is a focus of some of our programs for Mandarin and Spanish. All of our other programs have a bit of language, but it's not the focus. Trekking, of course, we love to hike. Learning service is our approach to community service. The ethos is that we never want to assume we know more about what a place needs than what its people need. So when we enter a community, we will learn about the issues that are going on there, see if there's any ongoing projects, and then if there's room for us to help and we have the skills to do so, then we will. Independent study projects are kind of like an apprenticeship. It's an awesome opportunity for students to get to pick up a skill or craft that's local in their region. So I did cooking in Indonesia on my program. Students can do Ayurvedic medicine in Nepal, tea making in China, ceramics in Bolivia. Religious and spiritual traditions and social and environmental justice are really themes we're exploring on every program, understanding the issues that places are facing, doing stays at Tibetan monasteries in Nepal, helping out with agroecology projects in Thailand. So really depends on where we're going, but we're really engaging in these like larger than life conversations. And the focus of inquiry is really just like the colon of our program. So the general themes that we'll be exploring. I'm going to pause the presentation here so that I can show you a quick video. And I think this really gives a great idea of who we are and what we do.
I'm here to encounter another point of view.
Can y'all hear that all right?
Live my life with purpose.
Yes, we can.
Just immerse yourself.
explore who you are, who you want to become.
Being a global citizen is just being human.
You learn things you won't be able to learn at home because it's so different here. Push myself to learn the difference between tourist and traveler.
Not just pass through places without feeling like I've understood.
We delve into the mountains, into the languages, the cities, the peoples, and most importantly, we delve into ourselves.
Having conversations that reveal truths about myself and others.
Be willing to not say anything, or what you say mean nothing.
We're just being exposed to so many new experiences in such a positive and nurturing group.
Probably going to be more uncomfortable than you've ever been and have to do things that you wouldn't dream of doing right now.
Awesome. So I hope that gave you kind of a bit of insight into what a typical program could look like. The reason that we're called Where There Be Dragons is because map makers used to put dragons on maps to represent places they hadn't gone yet. So to go where there be dragons means to go somewhere that's unknown to you. And that's really what we aim to do. We have rolling admissions, so we accept applications until those spaces are full. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to send us an email or visit our website. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Samantha. That was fantastic. That video really was quite breathtaking. And I love that you explained the name. That's really a cool story behind the name. So thank you again for being here and sharing about your programs. Students, parents, go ahead, ask Samantha any questions that you might have in the Q&A, and the presenters will type. The response and get you anything that you need. So we are going to go ahead and move on to our next program that is here with us tonight. We have Adrian Coe. Adrian is with DigiPen Academy. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yeah, DigiPen.
Yay! Yay! I know I pronounced Natalie's. It's the VC, and so I apologize to Natalie for that. And Adrian, again, we're excited that you're here with DigiPen Academy, and the floor is going to be yours for us to learn all about your summer opportunities.
All right, great. Thank you. I'll go ahead and share my screen. All right. So my name is Adrian, and I'm with DigiPen Academy. DigiPen Academy offers academic opportunities and programs for high school students through DigiPen Institute of Technology. And DigiPen is a four-year college in Redmond, Washington, with degrees in computer science, digital art and animation, game design, and music and audio design. And the college was founded by the co-founder of Nintendo of America, so video games are a core part of DigiPen's culture. However, our alumni do not only go into the game industry, and many take their talents into other fields. In order to help students prepare for studying these topics at a college level, DigiPen Academy offers a unique pre-college program. Students in the pre-college program will get a feel for what it's like to take college courses at DigiPen, while also learning what it's like to succeed in the game industry. Pre-college students must be entering their junior or senior year or have graduated high school within the last 18 months. And students get to choose from one of our 4 tracks that cover the main areas of study at the college. That is art and animation for games, game design, game programming, and music and sound design for games. Students can apply their knowledge to other industries, but an interest in video games will be helpful as the pre-college program is very focused on how these fields are used in video games. The pre-college program will be online this year as we found it to be the best option for out-of-state students and for inviting guest speakers. The program will run during the month of July and meet every weekday from 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. And in the morning, student time will be more structured as they take 3 academic classes focused on the track that they choose. And in the afternoon, students from all 4 tracks will come together in groups of 5 to 7 and create a video game over the course of 4 weeks. So lab time may be more free-flowing, so teams can be flexible and decide how to best use their project time as they're guided through various assignments. And the game project is also why an interest in video games is highly recommended, even if the student hopes to take their area of study into a different field or career. So going on to the 4 different tracks, the art and animation for games is designed to help prepare students for the exciting and rewarding experience of becoming a production artist for video games, animation, and other media. And in the Game Project Lab, students in the art track will serve as the game's resident artist, developing characters, backgrounds, and other essential game components. And as part of this track, students will take core academic classes in art foundations, animation techniques, computer graphic tools, and the Game Project Lab. And a deep understanding of all technical and creative aspects of the game development process is essential in creating an engaging and interactive experience for today's players. In the Game Design Pre-College Summer Program, students will learn the principles of game design, applied computer science, and the story and character creation skills necessary to bring a video game to life. And students enrolled in this course will study these 3 core academic classes along with the Game Project Lab, where students from all of the 4 pre-college tracks collaborate to develop the game. This 4-week program offers pre-college students a glimpse into the life of a DigiPen college student pursuing a Bachelor of Science degree in computer science. So game programming focuses on software programming for games, requiring a deep understanding of computer science, advanced mathematics, and physics. And classes include applied courses for games in computer science, math, physics, and the Game Project Lab. And game programming students must have completed Algebra 2 to participate. And did you know that audio professionals can play an essential role in any game production team? Whether it's composing the musical score that sets a game's mood or recording the sound effects that give players moment-to-moment gameplay feedback, it's the job that requires both the musical knowledge and technical expertise. Music and sound design students take core academic classes such as the music theory, history, literature, fundamentals of music and sound design, and the Game Project Lab. And one advantage of taking a pre-college program is that any student who successfully completes the program and matriculates to DigiPen Institute of Technology within 3 years will receive monetary credit equal to the pre-college program tuition that they can apply toward their first semester tuition at DigiPen. Students receive grades and a transcript that can be included in their DigiPen application, and students may find their transition to college to be smoother due to them already having the familiarity with the introductory concepts in their area of study. And while I have been talking about the benefits of pre-college for those interested in DigiPen for college, we recommend it for anyone interested in these fields. And the program really allows students to develop a strong portfolio and also get a taste of what college is like in terms of the teaching style and the blend of backgrounds amongst the students, and ultimately gain insight into whether they wish to pursue their interests in college and as a career. So for the families attending today, we would also love to extend a discount. You can use the code TeenLife 2024 to receive $100 off the DigiPen pre-college program. And you can register on our website at academy.digipen.edu. And if you have any questions, you're always also welcome to contact us at 425-629-5007 or email us at academy@digipen.edu. Thank you so much for your time, and we hope to see your student this summer.
Thanks so much, Adrian, and that's fantastic, offering that discount code. That is so fantastic. So those of you that are here watching live, if you have any interest, That's a great opportunity. It's just really exciting for everyone that is here tonight to hear about these unique opportunities. And I think, at least for me personally, I'm seeing that no matter your interest, no matter your location, there really is a program out there for you. Tonight we've heard about travel, gaming opportunities, personal growth, exploration, travel, getting an opportunity to live on a college campus, college readiness. I mean, really, the sky is the limit. So it's an exciting time to be a teenager. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead. We're going to move right along. Our final presenter of the evening is Josh Haverlock. Josh, thanks so much for being here. Josh is with the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, otherwise known as FIRE. Hi, Josh. How are you?
Great. How you doing, Reagan?
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, I'm going to go ahead and show your video, and then Josh is going to talk to us for a little bit. So thank you again for being here. All right.
Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us at this digital summer fair. My name is Josh Haverlock, and I'm with the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, or FIRE, to talk to you about an incredible opportunity for high school students across the country. At FIRE, we're dedicated to defending and promoting the value of free speech for all Americans. We believe in the power of the youth to foster a culture that protects and celebrates free expression. That's why we're thrilled to announce the FIRE Free Speech Leadership Summit. It's a free week-long program designed for students who are ready to become leaders in advocating for free speech. And this isn't just any civics education program. The summit offers a comprehensive curriculum led by legal experts with dynamic skill-building activities and hands-on projects. Our goal? To empower students to advocate for free speech in their communities and on their future college campuses. And all of this while developing your leadership and communication skills. Imagine students diving deep into the topics they're most interested in by joining one of 5 learning tracks: free speech law, journalism, history and philosophy of free speech, making an impact, and social media and entertainment. And what better place to do this than in Philadelphia, the birthplace of American democracy? Participants will get to walk the same streets and explore the historic sites where the founders practiced and defended freedom of speech. From a visit to Independence Hall to a viewing of the Liberty Bell, this experience is both educational and inspirational. You'll hear from renowned experts like FIRE President and CEO Greg Lukianoff, our free speech-focused attorneys, and many more, alongside other leading voices in the realm of free speech. This summit is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to learn from the best and stand at the forefront of defending our precious civil liberties. So are you ready to join us for this transformative experience? Apply today. The application deadline is April 30th, but don't wait until the last minute. Registration is free, and we do offer a limited number of need-based scholarships for travel expenses. Meals are also provided, ensuring you have everything you need to focus on becoming a free speech leader. If you have any questions or need more information, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can email students@thefire.org or call 215-717-FIRE. We're here to help you make an impact and ensure your voice is heard. Thank you for considering the FIRE Free Speech Leadership Summit. We can't wait to see everyone in June to learn about all things free speech and have a lot of fun along the way. Remember, the future of free expression is the youth. Apply today. For more details, visit thefire.org/summit. This is the chance.
Thanks, Reagan.
Absolutely. The floor is
Why
yours.
is it always awkward to watch a video of yourself in front of people?
I would imagine so, but we would love to hear a little bit more. Anything else that you would like to share about your programs? You get a couple more minutes.
Excellent. Yeah, I'd like to just dive into some of the details of the program. So there's going to be some great keynote speakers, including FIRE President and CEO Greg Lukianoff. He wrote the book behind me, The Coddling of the American Mind, We're also going to hear from free speech legend Nadine Strawson. She was the president of the American Civil Liberties Union for a long time, and she is an amazing and engaging speaker. Students always love hearing from her. So now I can talk a little bit about some of the tracks, some details. There will be, so there's 5 learning tracks. So the law track the students will get to hear from some judges as well as visit a courthouse. The journalism track will hear from a reporter from the Philadelphia Inquirer, as well as a professor of journalism and an author from NYU. And the students in that track are also going to get the chance to check out, it's like a replica printing press that Ben Franklin would have used back in the day. So that's going to be really fun. The history track will visit the National Liberty Museum and hear from a historian and author. The Making an Impact track will hear from a young writer from Reason Magazine who caused quite a stir a few years ago for standing up for what she believed in. And the social media and entertainment track will visit Magic Gardens. It's this really cool place in Philadelphia. It's a nonprofit organization that has a folk art gallery, and a lot of it is outdoors, so I'm looking forward to that. And there's also going to be all camper field trips. There's going to be one day during the week where we take all students. We just put them on buses from Temple's campus, and we go to Old City in Philadelphia, and we're going to check out the National Constitution Center. They have a great exhibit there about the First Amendment. And we'll look at the Liberty Bell, which you got to look at the Liberty Bell if you're in Philly. And we're also going to tour Independence Hall and hear from a park ranger there. So this is a really good opportunity where kids will get, it's kind of like a college prep type program where they're going to stay on campus, learn leadership skills, and it is completely free.
That is amazing. That is fantastic. Josh, thank you so much for digging a little deeper and sharing about this unique opportunity. Now I'm going to kind of just have all of our presenters, if you guys want to come back on screen, we've got, that is it for all of our scheduled presentations. But anyone that is viewing live, if you would like to send a question into the Q&A, our presenters are still here with us. So please feel free to ask any questions that you might have. I'm going to take this opportunity to just kind of dig a little bit deeper, ask some fun, unique questions. Nothing too hard, I promise, guys. This isn't a test. Just an opportunity for kids to learn a little bit more about stuff that they might not see on the brochure. So the first question, and some of you may have spoken about this, but I would love to know the average age of the students that are enrolled in your programs. If you guys have a sense, if we're later teens, early teens, post-teen, just a general overview. And we'll actually start, Josh, we'll start with you since you went last. You're going to get to go first.
Sure. So it's a pretty narrow age range that that can apply for the summit. It's rising 9th through 11th graders because this takes place in the summer. So unfortunately, we're not able to admit anyone who is 18 or over.
Perfect. No, that's great. That's great. Adrian, what about you?
We get mostly 17, 18. So their last summer before their senior year, or they just recently graduated and want something to do during the summertime to kind of prepare themselves for their college journey.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes sense. Samantha, do you have a sense of the average age?
Yeah, so our summer programs run 15 to 22. There will be like a general age range of each location. Some are suggested for younger students, some for older. And our gap programs are 17 to 22. So we'll get some high school seniors who maybe finished requirements early, seniors, graduating seniors on their first gap year, and then students in college.
Natalie, what about you?
So for us, it's primarily 16 to 18. We sometimes have children as young as 14, 15. And, you know, we also sometimes have students who are like 19, 20, but really most of them are between 16 and 18.
All right, perfect. That's great to know. And Erin, what about you? still on mute.
Yeah, our age range is 17 to 21, especially for our summer program, though, we tend to see 17 to 19. We get students that, and you have to be a high school graduate just because that age range is up to 21. But for this, because it's leadership and college readiness, you're either right out of high school or maybe you've done a semester or a year of college and you realize you're not ready and need to maybe transition somewhere else, or you just really want some more help. So yeah, 17 to 19, but we go up to 21.
Okay, fantastic. That is super helpful. Okay, so Adrian, I'm going to ask you one question since your program is online.
Yes.
And then I'm going to ask everybody else a different question because it doesn't really pertain to an online program. So, Adrian, I'm just curious what, about, how many do the students have interaction with each other after class hours, that type of thing, even though it is an online? Do you feel like the students are able to get to know each other?
Yeah, so during the second half of the day, the students work at this game project lab. So they're in teams of 5 to 7, and a lot of them really get to know each other. Some of them set up like a D&D campaign afterwards because they get along so well, right? And it's up to them to kind of figure out if they want to like meet after actual class hours, right, outside of lab time. But a lot of the bonding comes from that lab time in the afternoon.
That's fantastic. Okay, so for the remainder of the programs that are here, I'm curious, what do you guys hear in regards to the food? Having teenagers, myself, I know that they want to know, is the food good? And I know it's different for all of your programs, but all in all, I know, Erin, actually, you have already spoken on this. We chatted.
It's different for Ingenuity. Foreman School itself has an amazing dining hall. Since Ingenuity operates at different locations, it is different for each program. Yeah.
No, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Samantha, Natalie, Josh, any of you guys want to take this?
Sure. So our meals differ from when we're in homestays to when we're not. When we're in homestays, typically we'll eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner with our homestay family. So they cook for you, which is really exciting because you get to like eat and spend time in the kitchen with them. Or sometimes for lunch, when we're in our homestays, the instructors will bring us to a restaurant or a market, or we'll try something new. Same for dinner. And then when we're not in our homestays, when we're on our travel days, Dragons provides all the food for students. So the whole tuition cost includes food. And I mean, where we're going, there's really delicious food all over, which is a really exciting part. At least for me, I'm a big foodie when I travel. So it's a really awesome part of our programs.
Absolutely. Natalie, you're unmuted. What do you?
Well, I was going to say, if I take them to France and Italy and I don't offer good food, then it wouldn't really live up to the standard of what people, think European food should be like. So, I mean, for us, the food's great. There's a variety of food because we have days where we're here, like I'm at the academy in the UK at the moment, and we do workshops. And then we have days when we go sightseeing. So we also have to take into account where they are and how practical it is. But the food tends to be really, really good. And of course, because the culture is a huge part of the program, we also want them to discover the food in all the 5 different countries that they'll see. For example, when we go to Milan, they do a team building around making pasta. And in France, there's another one in Paris around making croquembouche. And they're allowed to eat all of that afterwards.
So cool. That is so cool. And what about you, Josh? What do people say about the food in Philly?
Philly has some excellent food, and a lot of the meals are going to be right on Temple University's campus. And I visited there a couple of weeks ago, and I could say I'm really jealous. Like the food when I was in college was not nearly as good as the food on Temple's campus. And I assume other colleges are really stepping up their game nowadays.
Absolutely. I've heard that from quite a few different programs myself. So I think go ahead, Erin.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about, so when in Ingenuity Year's Asheville program, we stay at Warren Wilson College and they have their own sustainable farm. And when we eat in the dining hall, a lot of the vegetables, they're really great about dietary restrictions. But the other piece is that sustainable farm feeds a lot of the dining hall, not all of it, right? Because it's a large student body. But we also go into town and eat. Asheville's really famous for food. And our students also do a lot of cooking and meal planning as well. So it's a great variety because as a college student, you kind of do all of those different things as well. So it sounds a lot like what Josh was saying, like just colleges have really stepped up their game. It's
They have,
really
they
amazing.
have for sure. They have
Yeah.
for sure. And just one final question, and it might go without saying, but do you guys all accept students from all over the world internationally?
Yeah, absolutely.
I might be the exception here. We
You
do not
actually are going to
because,
be the exception, Josh.
yeah, it's because we focus, my organization focuses on the First Amendment, and that's American. So,
Absolutely. No.
yeah. So as long as they're US based, that's what we require.
Got it. Got it. The thing that I really am excited about for our students, and you guys are a perfect, all of you are a great example of the different opportunities that our kids have, whether it's going to be an online experience, an in-person experience, an international experience, travel, culture. Really, the sky is the limit. And from TeenLife, I just want to thank you all for being here tonight, for giving of your time. And sharing your amazing programs. We truly appreciate it and are excited for you all and hope that your programs are full and have wonderful students. I think we've taken care of all of the Q&A questions. So for those of you that were watching live with us tonight, it was great to have you here. For our presenters, TeenLife says thank you and hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Thanks so much for being here. Have a good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.